Doctors, burnout isn't just exhaustion or stress, it is deeper than that. And if you've ever wondered why traditional advice like take a break doesn't work, then this video is for you. We're going to be uncovering the truth about burnout and the actual steps you must take to reclaim your energy and purpose. I'm Dr. Simone Ellis, and after years of giving my all to a practice, I found myself completely drained. Burnout took over not just my career, but my relationships and my health. But here's the good news. I discovered a process that helped me overcome burnout and realign with my purpose. And today, I am helping doctors like you break free from the burnout and create a life of balance and fulfillment. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my B.E.L.I.F framework, a simple yet powerful tool that's going to help you dig deep and uncover the root causes of burnout that make meaningful changes. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to protect your energy, redefine your expectations, and thrive again. So doctors, burnout doesn't just happen overnight. It is a slow build from one decision and one sacrifice at a time. And for me, it hit hard one day I'll never forget. My team had packed my schedule with like 4 veneer cases, each patient needing like 10 veneers. Then I had some extractions, and then I remember having like 20 veneer seats. And from that moment, I saw my schedule. I was like, this is inhumane, but I went through with it anyways. And by the end of the day, y'all, I was completely drained. And I walked out to my car, I sat down, I couldn't even drive home because I was that tired. I think I sat in the car for like an hour just staring at the steering wheel because I felt like a robot running on empty. And I knew I wasn't just physically exhausted. I felt invisible. Like my team didn't value me, like I didn't value myself, or why was I allowing this to happen? So that moment is when I realized that I had to change, because burnout wasn't just about working too much. It was about this belief I had about my self-worth or myself in general, that I was allowing this into my life. So that's why I created this B.E.L.I.F framework, because I want to help doctors like you break free from these harmful patterns. And it's a system that saved me, and I know it could save you too. So the first step in the B.E.L.I.F framework is to break down your current expectations. Burnout doesn't just come from you working hard. It comes from working under expectations that are impossible to meet. For me, this hit the hardest when I started to feel invisible in my own practice. The pressure of performing and meeting deadlines and keeping up with unrealistic schedules wasn't just coming from others, it was coming from myself. I had to set the bar so high that I had stopped recognizing when I was hurting myself. I felt neglected, not just by my team for piling up so many people, but honestly for allowing myself to make it happen. My expectations weren't just about delivering results. They were about proving my worth through sacrifice. But that kind of thinking, if you think about it, is toxic. So here's a question I want you to ask yourself. Are the expectations you are holding yourself to your own, or are they shaped by what others demand from you? And more importantly, are those expectations serving you, or are they slowly breaking you down? Burnout isn't just exhaustion, it's the consequences of living a life out of alignment with your purpose. So if you fix that, everything changes. The second step in the B.E.L.I.F framework is to evaluate your self-worth. And for many of us, especially in healthcare, our self-worth becomes tied to how much we can achieve or how much we can give to others. So for me, it wasn't just about overworking, it was about losing myself entirely. Every conversation revolved around work, and I became defined as what I could do as Dr. Ellis. It got to the point where I couldn't even hear my name without cringing because I didn't want to feel like anyone was addressing me. They wanted my profession, my skills, my solutions, but I don't know if they wanted me. Meanwhile, my body was screaming for attention, right? I was breaking out into hives from stress at least once a month. And that was my breaking point. I realized like I didn't just feel undervalued by others, I felt undervalued by myself. I wasn't honoring my own humanity, my own needs, my own worth beyond work that I did. So doctors, I wanna ask you, when was the last time you looked at yourself beyond your role or your title? Your worth is not just tied to how much you achieve, it is about who you are. And recognizing that this shift is key from breaking free from burnout. Saying yes to everything is not heroic. It is the fast track to burnout. And real strength comes from setting boundaries that protect your energy. So the third step in the belief framework is to listen to your needs, something that many of us overlook until we're forced to face it. For me, that became the norm. Ignoring my needs was something that I was consistently doing. I stopped working out. I just turned to Haagen-Dazs ice cream every night because I just needed to feel better, and my health and my relationships paid the price. I was the biggest I had ever been, and my energy was non-existent because I started passing out during dinner dates because I was so exhausted. Our relationships were falling apart, and I was starting to ask myself, y'all, what am I doing? I wasn't just neglecting my body, I was neglecting the people that I loved and the life that I really wanted for myself. Doctors, I want you to ask yourself, are you giving your needs attention that they deserve? Whether it's rest or movement or time to just breathe, neglecting yourself doesn't just hurt you, it really does impact everyone around you. And the moment that you start listening to your body and your heart, you really can begin to rebuild your burnout and rebuild your life. The fourth step in the belief framework is to identify your responsibilities. Burnout often comes from carrying burdens that were never yours to begin with. And for years, I thought that I had to do it all. I would stay at the office to midnight, convinced that no one else could do their job as well as I could. I believed that I could fix everything, every patient issue, every administrative task, every problem that my team could not solve. And then I would turn right back around and get up to work at 6 a.m., starting the cycle all over again. And the results? I was a walking zombie. I wasn't just exhausted, I was bitter, I was short-tempered, and I was disconnected. My team and my family bore the brunt of my frustration, and honestly, I did not like who I had become. I wasn't overworked, I was over-responsible, and taking things that weren't mine on to carry. Doctors, ask yourself, are you taking on responsibilities that do not belong to you? Are you saying yes to everything because you think that no one else can handle it? The truth is, letting go doesn't make you less, it makes you better. And it frees you to focus on the things that really matter. The fifth step in this belief framework is to engage with your support system. Burnout often isolates us and convinces us that we are the only ones that can handle this load. But the truth is, we cannot do it alone. My body just gave me no choice. From the stress became so overwhelming that I started to experience neuropathy in my fingers. My eyes would be twitching uncontrollably where I couldn't see what I was working on. Patience, that's important. I was undergoing major surgeries after major surgeries, and my body was literally shutting down because I was not asking for help. That's when I knew something had to change, because I started leaning into asking my family and my team. I started opening up about how I was feeling, and eventually I seek professional guidance. I was letting people in, and I realized that wasn't making me weak, it was actually saving me. It reminded me that I wasn't alone and that there were people who wanted to see me thrive and not survive. Doctors, I want you to think about the people around you, your colleagues, your families, and even professionals like therapists or coaches. Are you even letting them in? Are you giving them a chance to support you? Because burnout doesn't have to be a solo journey, and the right support system can make all of the difference. So our final step in the belief framework is to find professional help. Sometimes, no matter how much we try to manage on our own, we need the guidance to uncover the root cause of burnout and create lasting change. This is a turning point when I started to invest into coaching, not only to learn how to run my business better, but how to build a life that aligned with what I wanted as far as my values. So I began reading books, listening to podcasts, and going to therapy. I even hired a personal trainer to help me prioritize my physical needs and then get back healthy again. These little small but powerful changes help transform, how you show up for yourself. So coaching for me helped me uncover my blind spots. Therapy helped me process my emotional tolls, and having a trainer gave me that physical strength to feel more like myself again. And so bit by bit, I just started rebuilding my life, and I'm now stronger for it. So doctors, if you feel stuck or overwhelmed, I really encourage you to seek professional help. Like, you have to realize, like, we went to school to take care of others, and sometimes we need to use those people who have studied to help take care of us as well. So I don't care if it's whether it's coaching or therapist or both. Having someone in your corner can really break you free from the burnout and rediscover your purpose and passions back in life. If you are really ready to break free from burnout and build a life that feels good and looks good, I'd love to help. So my coaching program, we really tackle in the root causes of burnout, but we create systems for you on the personal and professional sides that really help you reconnect with your purpose. So go ahead and just check out my website at Dr. Simone Ellis and think about joining either one of our one-on-one or group coaching programs. Doctor, you have given so much to your patients, but it is time to start giving back to yourself. Because burnout is not a badge of honor, it is a call to change. And we want you to take the first steps today because life is waiting for you. On the other side of burnout, you just gotta take it. If you're ready to take the next steps, check out one of the next videos, 5 ways to escape burnout that actually work, where we share actionable strategies on how to reclaim your energy and find balance. And if you're serious about really overcoming burnout, don't miss out on one of my free webinars available on the website. These sessions, we dive really deep into practical steps to build a life of purpose and fulfillment. If you found this video to be helpful, let us know what topics you would like for us to cover in the comments. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, notification bell so you do not miss any of our videos. Your journey to balance and fulfillment starts right here.